is Adam Roosevelt, who's a new resident of Dubai. And his topic is weaponization of AI in the commercial and military and industry space.
Okay. Can you hear me better now? Okay, fantastic. First, I want to say thank you for having me. I've traveled from the United States. I want to say thank you to His Highness Kisimi. I also want to say thank you to His Excellency Al Nurani, esteemed colleagues, speakers, and friends alike who are involved in the future innovation around the world. I'll first start by talking a bit about me and how I came to the United Arab Emirates. It's been a long journey of innovation for me, and I'm very happy to be here to continue this mission to innovate and improve the future of technology in my country and around the world. I spent 10 years in the U.S. military working with the special operations community. So I was able to really deploy technology in a space where life and death meant that we needed to survive to protect our national security interest in the battlefield. I also was involved in advising Silicon Valley, spent a tremendous amount of time working with the Fortune 500 companies. Many of you know today, Microsoft, Silicon, other folks out there in terms of Amazon and a few other corporations involved in innovation. I spent several years at the U.S. Department of Homeland Security, working with the United States Secret Service, working with the other folks in terms of emergency management and some of the intelligence agencies to deploy advanced technology to accomplish national security missions. I also had a small bit of time in the U.S. political space. I was a politician in 2016 in the state of Virginia, just right outside of Washington, and got a chance to speak on behalf of my people, 80,000, to represent the future of innovation. The topic today is very important, and I want to make sure that we understand that there are dual uses of all technology. One use of technology in the artificial intelligence space is the defense industrial base, the weaponization of AI and making sure that we outpace our enemies, outpace our adversaries in the battle space. But the more relevant topic to all of you today is the commercial space, how AI integrates in real estate, how AI integrates in healthcare, how AI integrates in investments and compliance. Now, one thing I'll say about the future is that we've got to be prepared to ensure our next generation understands the importance of these priorities. How do we start? Education is very important. Many people who talk about the future of technology don't fully understand the definition of artificial intelligence. What is artificial intelligence? In my definition, artificial intelligence is the procreation of an idea that materializes in the digital space to represent the most advanced human thought processes that we could effectively deploy to carry out very complex tasks for whatever our objectives are. Now, when we procreate, we are looking to focus on automation. We leverage machine learning. We use natural language processing effectively to represent the human element in the digital space to carry out very critical tasks. Furthermore, I'll tell you that there are critical infrastructure sectors that impact not just the United States, but also the United Arab Emirates, some of which I've explained: construction, healthcare, investments, the defense space, facilities management, water and waste, energy, many of the industries that you all are engaged in. Let me talk about different use cases for the artificial intelligence as it integrates across multiple sectors. We now use AI to automate and optimize processes for a variety of different complex tasks. You may see Tesla. You see other organizations that are doing self-driving cars using artificial intelligence, smart assistants, disease mapping now in the healthcare industry, space exploration with IBM, financial investments and risk mitigation. Some of the use cases that I want to quickly go over today, just to provide you some information about artificial intelligence, is we had a story tied to Google years ago, and you may not know the project, but it was called Project Maven. Project Maven was an artificial intelligence program tied to the arms race. Google created an artificial intelligence program that effectively They integrated it on a drone system that would effectively identify enemies in the battle space. It was the first time artificial intelligence would have been used to identify enemies in the battlefield. It became a very big controversy in terms of ethics and artificial intelligence and the use of it. But the use case is very relevant today to national security. What happened was Google effectively ended up pulling out of the project due to the fact that their employees thought that it was unethical. That's one use case for artificial intelligence, very relevant in today's world. The next use case that I'll tell you is in regards to Facebook. Everyone here uses Facebook. I think now we spend more time on Facebook than we spend with families. The most important thing I want you to know about the use case is that the artificial intelligence actually was able to create its own language. Facebook ended up having to cancel the program because the artificial intelligence program began to procreate. It created a new language and effectively became very difficult to control. Two use cases that are very important to understand. In my closing, I'll say there are tools that we can use to usher in the age of artificial intelligence. One is legislative tools. We have research centers around the world. We've got joint collaboration between nations, education reform. So when asked what is the future of innovation in terms of AI, my answer is this. I believe the future of artificial intelligence is the ability to network amongst AI ecosystems. These ecosystems will be self-generating their own thought processes, creating in the domain of digital innovation. This is the future around the globe, and we must continue to be prepared to engage artificial intelligence. With that being said, again, I thank you for your time. I look forward to collaborating with you all. God bless the UAE, God bless the United States, and again, God bless all of you.